So, Coach, in the latest projection, first four in. I mean, what have you seen, or what are you looking to see in the last game of the regular season and then in the ACC tournament?
Like, who's next? Who's going to step up next? You know, the last game, Sanaya stepped up and was really amazing. And there's somebody else on the bench that I can't see, but I have to call possibly tomorrow, and they're ready, and I don't know who they are. And I'm just every single opportunity we get to play this game, I want to find out who's next and who deserves and to show their beautiful self. And so I'm just excited to still be a part of this team and growing young people. And we're not thinking about like first four, last four, all that stuff. That's not our control. What we can control is who's next.
Yeah, Coach. So on senior night, you talked about Deisha Fair and saying if she came back for another year, you guys could possibly make the Final Four next year. But what about this year? What's the ceiling, do you think, for your team with postseason coming up?
I just see the sky's the limit, you know, because I said the light was flickering defensively. I think the light's on defensively. Today was a really good day of how we flew around the floor and trusted each other and talked to each other and pointed and said my bad. And defensively, you know, offensively we can score the basketball, and defensively is where we're going to get our energy from to create the synergy. And the day we put a bunch of kids out there, and defensively we look pretty good. So who knows, you know, I don't have a crystal ball, but I do like our chances. Yeah.
Stretch was academic all-district team that came out this week, and just how awesome is that to see?
It's so cool because it's before basketball. It's the character first and the academic second, and then this thing called basketball that which we coach is third. And it's not what we've done. It's just who she is innately. You know, 2 years in a row at Alabama A&M, she district academic as well. And here we are here, same thing. She never lowered her standards or changed her standards. And there's a chance she can be academic, you know, All-American. And that's really cool. And that's, to me, the most important in anything, because the muscle between your ears is something that no one can take away from you. The ball will stop bouncing, you know. People are going to judge you harshly, good or bad, and that's okay. But if you build that muscle between your ears, you know, they can never take that away, and that's a cool thing. And she gets it, and I think we're all getting it as we move forward in our relationship of growing this family.
Yeah. So as the regular season comes to close, like last media of the regular season, how would you grade your first year at the helm?
Oh, there's always room for better and more, and I don't give myself an A, B, C, or D. I give myself, there's room at the top for us to get better. And as long as there's a kid on this team that didn't get what she wanted out of this experience, or a coach that didn't evolve the way that they could have evolved, there's more I can do as a leader and a coach. And I always want to better the people around me. And I don't see 100% leadership on all the people that's underneath me. And until you as a leader can lead others to lead, you still have work to do. And I see some people on our team that still haven't accepted that role of leadership or emerged as the leaders that they can be. And so, Coach Jack, she's me. I hate talking about myself in the third person, but I got to get better, and I will.
So, Coach, last media opportunity we had, you talked about how it was hard seeing your team last in the defensive ACC rankings. You know, what can your team do better to kind of raise through the ranks, or what do you guys think that you know, people have kind of overlooked that you guys are already doing well that maybe hasn't translated onto the stats?
Well, what we can do better is stop letting people put the ball in the hole at our basket. It's a simple equation. Stop it. Stop letting people go baseline. Stop letting people go middle. Box out. Pursue the rebound. Those are simple. Zip it down, put it in, zip it up. That's hard stuff. And we know what to do, and we wait. And then we respond. Today we didn't. We were active. We're a dictatorship. Like, you know, we kind of said, we are going to stop you. You can't infiltrate our space. And we really did a fantastic job in practice today. And they didn't think about who we're playing next. They didn't think about. They were just in their moment of let's get this thing done. What we can do is after we steal balls and get stops, or, you know, make a team go for 27 seconds and maybe they score, push that thing down the floor with some kind of poise, and not kind of like, I have this moment of like, I got to hurry up and get it back. No, we're going to push it, get them on their heels and move it around and take the best shot. And if we can do those two things, I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, and kind of going off of that, I remember at the start of the season, I said you guys started a little slow, but then towards the end of the season, at that final press conference, you were like, oh, finally, we didn't lose the fourth quarter, we tied it.
Yes.
So it kind of did like a 180 flip. But going off of that, what else can your team kind of work on, as postseason comes along?
Trust in the gut of the human. Just trust yourself. You're gonna make mistakes because we're human. I will make mistakes. I raise my hand every day. I make mistakes every day as their leader, as their head coach, and I want them to be able to make mistakes and just make a different mistake, right? And know that own your power too. Like how you own your power is I made that mistake. I'm gonna do something different, and I'm gonna say my bad, and we're gonna get going. We're gonna snap into another moment. We're doing that a little bit better. In the beginning of the year, it's like, I did that, but you did, and you did, and you did, and everybody's at fault, and then everybody else looking around like, what did I just do? And so I think that we're owning our power. We're growing these young people to young women, and eventually they're going to be phenomenal women by the time their brain fully develop at 25. And I'm excited about the growth we've come, but it doesn't matter if we don't show it when the lights are on.
That's good.
Anything else?
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.